Today we're going to review the Mastercraft water pump, model number 062-3421-2. This is actually 1/10 of a horsepower. It can pump up to 384 gallons per hour. So let's put it to the test and see how it works. You can have either that model that have the plug for the outlet or the one that plugs into your battery. There is an inlet and outlet. Both of them can hook up to a garden hose. We're gonna try to pump out the water out of this 5-gallon pail and see how long it takes. And the bucket is pretty much empty. This pump here is not waterproof, so you have to try to keep it above where you're pumping to make sure it doesn't get splashed. Mine gets splashed a little bit because I don't have another hose hooked up to it, because I wanted to be able to show you how much water was coming out of it. Just the fact that it was getting splashed a little bit around the motor here, I can smell a little bit of burning. It kept working, but this is not recommended. There's a mounted plate that comes at the bottom of it to make sure that the pump won't tip on you when it's working. Now it is very loud. Personally, I don't really like it because it's way too loud. I don't know how many decibel that is, but that was annoying as hell. You can use it for emptying a hot tub, I guess, or as a backup if your sump pump has quit working and you're using that until you can get another sump pump. The pump itself doesn't have a timer on it, so as long as it's plugged in, it keeps working. It gets way louder whenever there's no water left, and it will burn itself out. So you have to stay beside it. I was asking a lot for this pump because actually on the input side of it we have about a 50 feet hose. Usually you would have smaller section than that. The pump is rated to be able to push 45-48 feet. If you're pumping water out of the basement or something like that, it will do it no problem. For the 8 or 10 feet you have to pump up to bring the water out of your house. I would not really use that inside my house personally, just because of the noise level. Right now it's about supper time, and I'm sure that I annoyed a few neighbors with this thing going a few times. So anyway, we're going to wrap the video on this. You have a better idea of what this pump can do, how fast it can empty a 5-gallon pail. So depending how much water you have to pump, you can know if it's a good enough pump for you or not. I rather pole pump myself with a timer on it, or any pump with a timer personally. I think they're way more versatile than something like this, and they're not as noisy. Okay, so anyway, we'll wrap it on this. We'll see you in the next video.